All right, Shalom Akil. Coming back again to continue the work of Yahweh Bashim Shai to prophesy the downfall of Great Babylon, aka America. All right, spiritually known as Sodom and Egypt in the scriptures, in the book of Revelations. I want to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Bashim Shai, double honors to the elders of Great Millstone. Much love and respect to you brothers out there doing the work in sincerity and truth, striving for the hopeful elect, and enduring all afflictions, and seeking out your own salvation with fear and trembling. All right, Yahweh Bashim Shai Wahabrakak Wadash Barakatam Akim. All right, as we know, we're still here. 2018, about to be 2019, here comes soon, which we're getting closer, man. The further we go into the future, the closer to the end. Okay, our salvation is nearer than we ever believed, man. All we got to do is just look and measure the times diligently in itself. Measure what? The time, man. What the different ages, you know. Learning from the past of how America's falling in that same pattern, man. All right, knowing that its time is coming to an end. It's the time of Esau's rulership. All right. This is in the book of Salakia, in the book of Romans, chapter 13 and 11. It says, "And that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than we believed." Okay, the salvation everybody claims that they're seeking after is nearer than what you believe, man. All right, everybody's been saying it, that it's been happening. Oh, you've been proclaiming this day from the beginning, and nothing's happened. But that's where a lot of you people are going to get caught up in that snare. It's going to be a destruction unto you, because you mocked and scoffed against the prophets of the Lord, man. So you got this Edomite right here doing the same thing, man. It's a ridiculous thing for a poor man to be proud. You should be humble. You should be bowing down to Yahweh Bashim Shai, man. All right. That's why America's going to be judged and destroyed, because of your pride. Pride is hateful before the Most High and men. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and bring out Habakkuk 2 and 1. "I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and I will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved." All right. So that's what we're doing. Those brothers out on the highways and the byways, we're standing upon our watch, you know, and upon the tower, man, telling these people that destruction is about to come, man, by way of fire, thermonuclear destruction, the ICBM missiles. Okay, the Third World War. All right, all this laughing, all this folly in America is about to go up in smoke, man. You people are gonna be wood to the fire, man. They'll say Yahweh Bashim Shai. Okay, he ain't gonna come back rewarding you for your wicked ways for good, man. He's gonna reward you for evil. Okay, but in the meantime, the men of the Lord, all right, as it says in 1 Corinthians, let me bring it out. 1 Corinthians chapter 4 verse 9. "For I think that the Most High has sent forth us the apostles last," because the word apostle means to be sent out. Everybody's sent out doing what? They're doing their own thing, doing drugs, committing adultery, idolatry, worshiping idols. All right, committing fornication, stealing, committing burglary. Like San Angelo's the crime rate here, San Angelo skyrocketed, man. Odessa don't got nothing on San Angelo, man. You know? But the men of the Lord have been sent out in the last days, doing what you're seeing right now, the organic way, not hidden away in the house like your pastors do, man. Just taking all your money, you know, temporarily getting the gratification from y'all's money, man. And he ain't even profiting you. He ain't giving you feeding you with wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. He's feeding you with smooth things, you know, a false peace, a false comfort, man. We're telling you that destruction is coming, man. All right, but the elect are the ones that are gonna be. Listen, it says, "For I think that the Most High has set forth us, the apostles last, as it were appointed to death. For we are made a spectacle unto the world." Well, how are we going to be made a spectacle? By coming down the highways and the byways preaching to you people, telling you the things that nobody else is telling you. You know, scriptures say This is 1 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 1 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 18. For the preaching of the cross is to them that perish foolishness, but unto us which are saved it is the power of the Most High. See, because in y'all's eyes it's considered foolish. Why are you wearing those garments? Why are you wearing that robe? Why are you wearing that dress? Because the Most High said He was going to send forth the apostles last in the last days, man. Not buying no building, not getting no permit, doing it the organic way, the true way, as the prophets did of old, man. Using this mouthpiece as a trumpet, sounding the new song, man, which is what? That the Negro Latinos and Native American Indians, that we are the true Hebrew Israelites of the Bible. We are the chosen people of the Most High. Why? Because we fit the curses in Deuteronomy chapter 28. And those curses are still upon my people. And we're going to be revenged for the bloodshed of the indigenous people of the Native American Indians that the so-called white man had done to our people, man. You so-called pilgrims, Puritans, Lutherans, all right? You took this land, you stole this land from our people, man. Okay? The manifest destiny that y'all claim y'all have, y'all's destiny is going to be destroyed because of what y'all done. Okay? But the Most High has sent us last to come out here into the highways and the byways. This is a highway and a byway, a sidewalk. This is where we're going to be at in the last days, man. Preaching. While we're watching everybody else do their own thing, they think we're crazy. You know, just like they thought Yahweh Shah was crazy, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. They thought he was crazy. You know, put him to death, mocked him, scoffed him, spit at him by the Romans, which are Edomites. Today, you're known as the Caucasians, okay? Which Caucasian comes from the Caucasus Mountains, which means cave dweller, man. Okay? So it's all spiritual. A lot of you average Edomites don't even know that you call yourself Caucasian and you're fulfilling prophecy. You're a cave dweller. Because that's where Esau dwelt, man. The Edomites in Mount Seir. Okay? So we're standing upon our watch, all right? And we're made a spectacle unto the world and to angels and to men, right? Let me go back over here to 1 Corinthians 1 and 18. For the preaching of the cross is to them that perish foolishness. Because we're out here preaching this word, it's foolishness unto y'all, man. But to us, it's a comforting thing, man. It's a thing that is worthy that is worthy and pleasing in the eyes of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Okay? It says, but unto us which are saved, it is the power of the Most High. For it is written, I will destroy the wisdom of the wise and will bring to nothing the understanding of the prudent. And that's what we're doing, man. We're casting down strongholds. You know, anybody wants to rise up, come up, you know, and argue or make false accusations, we're gonna let you know that you're going off, man. You know, you can walk away and think you're right and justify to what you did, but that's fine. But we're out here doing the work. We're doing the bidding of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah. What are you doing? You know, you ain't presenting your body a living sacrifice. What, you present your body a living sacrifice for a few minutes, then you walk away, feeling like everything's all good, like you did the Lord's work. You know, you were at the defense of the gospel. Out of 365 days a year, that you stand up for a few minutes, you want to mock and scoff, all right, and prove your point. You think you've done the Lord's work. You think the Most High is satisfied with that? Romans chapter 12 says, I beseech you, brethren, present your bodies a living sacrifice, man, which is pleasing unto the Most High. All right, your pastors, your church, the leaders in the church, they ain't doing what was of old, man. They weren't doing that, man. Because they're afraid to come out into the highways and the byways and speak against the face of the enemy. Or they're afraid of what their friends are going to think about them. A lot of these churches are under that 501c3 charter, man, where they can't speak about certain things. All right? Or they're going to lose that tax exemption. Which you already know, the church is like getting rich off people, man. You know? They ain't about truth. All right? It says, where is the wise? Where is the scribe? Where is the disputer of this world? Had not the Most High made foolishness the wisdom of this world? Because the wisdom that y'all people retain is foolishness compared to what we have, man. This wisdom, knowledge, and understanding that we have is far above anything that is tangible on the earth. Whatever you think that is worth, you know, of anybody that thinks what they think in their mind is of worth, it's not compared to this truth, this knowledge, man. Okay? It says, for after that in the wisdom of the Most High, the world by wisdom knew not the Most High. It pleased Yahweh by the foolishness of preaching to save them that believe. You see? But even in the eyes of the Most High, it's foolishness unto him. But at the same time, on the same token, it's pleasing unto him. Why? Because this is how hearing, faith cometh by hearing of the word, man. Okay? It says, knowing the terror of the Lord, we persuade men. How are you going to persuade men? By preaching, by speaking, man. Uttering the word of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Speaking prophecy. Alright? Which is foretelling a thing that's in the future, that's going to come to pass. Okay? That's the gift that you should be coveting after, on how to prophesy, teach and prophesy. Alright? But it says, it pleased the Most High by the foolishness of preaching to save them that believe. To save them that believe, man. Okay? That's why we're standing upon our watch to see what anybody says to try to reprove us, man. Alright? This is in the book of James, chapter 1, verse 21. It says, wherefore lay apart all filthiness and superfluity of naughtiness, and receive with meekness the engrafted word, which is able to save your souls, man. The engrafted word, which is able to save your soul. Okay? By what? The foolishness of preaching. But like I said, on that same token, it's pleasing unto the Most High. It's a beautiful thing. Why? Because that's how you receive faith, man. A believing heart. Okay? But we know not everybody has the ability to use the full faculties of their mind, man. A lot of you people are dumbed down. America's dumbed down, especially with the food you eat, the drinks you take in, the artificial sugaring, all right, that they add in these drinks. That's all to dumb you down, especially the Negro, Latino, and Native American Indians, man, because we're highly spiritual people. We're one of the smartest people on the earth, man. We work better than a lot of these heathens, man. All right, we're more creative. We dance better. We come out with, we're more influential, man. Esau, what he does, Esau takes ideas and he patents those things, man, and calls them his. But really, a so-called Negro, Latino, or Native American Indian, the Hebrew Israelite is the one that created them things, man. The scriptures tell you that we're the former of all things, man. We're the ones that built the pyramids, man. How do you think the pyramids are over here in Mexico? Why? Because those people are Israelites, the so-called Mexicans from the tribe of Issachar, man, that came from Egypt, man. When King Salmanasar, the Assyrian, took them captive, the northern kingdom, they fled from him and they came over here to the what it was called Asareth, man. All right, which means another land. Over here to the Americas, so-called Americas, which Americas is named after Amerigo Vespucci, man. Which when you look into that word America, it goes back to the Latin word amargo, which means bitter. And this place is bitter as fuck, man. There ain't nothing good about America, man. Alright? Nothing but folly, rape, murder, and pillage that's ever occurred here. In San Angelo too. Downtown San Angelo, nothing but prostitutes over here in the old times when they first came up, man. Ran away all the Indians that were here, man. You know? The Humano Indians that lived here. And there ain't no coincidence that the Most High got a certain man set up to rebuke you and to condemn this place. For the past 9 years, this place has gone to shit, man. Worse and worse, it's gradually increasing wickedness, man. That we know what that means. The Most High ain't here. The Most High ain't dealing with you people. He's telling you that he's about to bring judgment. Okay? And that's not only just here in the city. It's all over the earth, man. Because there's wickedness everywhere. Job 9:24 says what? The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Okay? So if the earth is in the hand of the wicked, how are the people? Wicked. All right. And what's the recompense for wickedness? Death, destruction. All right. So it says, I'm going to read James 1:21 again. Wherefore lay apart all filthiness and superfluity of naughtiness, and receive with meekness the engrafted word, which is able to save your souls, man. This is what is able to save your soul. So going back to 1 Corinthians 1:21, for after that in the wisdom of the Most High, the world by wisdom knew not the Most High. All right? Because your wisdom, your conceits, all right, your own opinions, you cannot find the Most High. Okay? The scriptures say the mind is wicked above all things. Who can know it? Okay? So it says, by your wisdom, you know not the Most High. Because you lack faith. The most important substance that you need, or foundation you need to believe in this thing, man. It says, it pleased the Most High by foolishness of preaching to save them that believe. You see? To save them that believe, man. This word is for the believers, not the non-believers. For you 2/3, you 2/3 Negro Latinos and Native American Indians that don't want to get right, man. All right. So the only thing y'all got prepare for yourself is destruction. That's it. Because when the Most High stretched out His hand, you regarded it not, man. You despise His reproofs. All right. It says, for the Jews require a sign, and the Greeks seek after wisdom. See, and y'all require a sign. What did Yahushua say? Y'all gonna receive the sign of Jonah, man. You know? Nineveh eventually got destroyed, man. You know? It said, but we preach Yahushua HaMashiach crucified, unto the Jews a stumbling block, and unto the Greeks foolishness. That's right, man. Because this word is a stumbling block. This word is a sifting agent. All right? The scriptures is a sifting agent, man. A stumbling block. Because the Most High ain't wanting everybody. He wants His elect. He's seeking the elect. Okay? The rest are going to be destroyed, man. They'll say Yahweh Shem Yahushua. It's in the New Testament too. This is Zephaniah chapter 1 verse 7. It says, hold thy peace at the presence of the Lord Yahweh, for the day of Yahweh is at hand. Right? For the day of Yahweh is at hand. For Yahweh had prepared a sacrifice. He has bid His guests. And that's what we're doing. And He's also preparing a sacrifice, man. He's about to destroy you heathens, man. You know, feed you to the birds and to the wild beasts of the earth. And we're going to be feasting with Him, having a feast up in the chariot, man. Celebrating. And it shall come to pass in that day of the Lord's sacrifice, that I will punish the princes and the king's children, and all such as are clothed with strange apparel. You see that? So, because he don't want everybody, man. Because you don't have that beautiful garment. You know? You don't got that mark. You weren't sighing and crying for all the abominations that were committed in the earth, man. You weren't sighing and crying, man. Bunch of proud ass people, man. You know? Acting like you're thugs, this, that, and the third. You ain't nothing, man. You know? All that hardcore stuff is it's out the window, man. You see right through it. You know what I'm saying? It says, in the same day also will I punish all those that leap on the threshold, which fill their master's house with violence and deceit. You see? And that's what they do. They fill the house with violence and deceit, man. So therefore, you're going to receive a recompense for the wickedness. It says, and it shall come to pass in that day, saith Yahweh, that there shall be the noise of a cry from the fish gate, and a howling from the second, and a great crashing from the hills. Howl you inhabitants of Maktesh, for all the merchant people are cut down. All that bear silver are cut off. And it shall come to pass at that time that I will search Jerusalem with candles, and punish the men that are settled on their lees. that say in their heart, the Lord would not do good, neither will he do evil. You see? So he's letting us know the mindset of the Negro, Latino, and Native American Indians, man. That's why when Jeremiah was telling them that the Babylonians were going to destroy them, what were they doing? They were mocking and scoffing Jeremiah. You know? They said they rather do what they come out of their own heart, man. And guess what happened? They were taken into captivity by the Babylonians. Just like in our time, we're telling you martial law is going to be implemented. All right? The government is going to turn its back on you. They're going to cause you to take the RFID chip, man, which is the mark of the beast. Okay? They're going to do these things, man. They're going to make it mandatory. They ain't going to have no more cash. They ain't going to have no more debit cards. It's all going to go according to that chip, man. And they're going to inject it in you. People are already doing it. Over there in Wisconsin, there's a company that all their employees already been chipped. Sweden. The majority of Sweden, everybody there is chipped. They have no more ATMs there, man. So we're getting closer to the end of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai's return, man. And that's how you say the Father's name, Yahweh, and his son's Yahweh Shai. That's how you say his name, Yahweh Shai, man. Not God or Jesus. All right? It says, behold, it is not for the Lord, is it not of the Lord of hosts that the people shall lay, Salakia. It says, and it shall come to pass at that time that I will search Jerusalem with candles. So how is he searching Jerusalem? Because Israel were a people before a place. Okay, so Jerusalem, Israel, is here in America. It's in Europe. The people, the true Hebrew Israelites, the chosen people of the Most High. They're a people before a place. Okay? So he's going to search Jerusalem with candles. What are those candles? The men of the Lord on the highways and the byways, sounding the trumpet, calling out unto you, telling you, repent, for the kingdom of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is at hand, man. Okay? We are those candlesticks. Because we hold the light. We are those light bearers, man. What does that light represent? Wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Okay? So from there, let me go back to 1 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 24. But unto them which are called, both Jews and Greeks, Yahweh Shai Mashiach, the power of the Most High, and the wisdom of God. Because the foolishness of God is wiser than men, and the weakness of God is stronger than men. What is the foolishness of the Most High? This word. He's likened it, preaching unto foolishness. Okay? Because we shouldn't be doing this. Everybody should be praising it and giving all glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, man. But we're in the situation in our time where everybody has gone astray, man. As a sliding heifer. You don't know your creator, man. You worship the so-called white Jesus, man. In the Bible, it gives you an illustration on what he looks like. Okay? This whole society is backwards. It's been bewitched by the so-called white man, the Edomites, man. Okay? But it's through the foolishness of preaching that he's going to save you, man. That's if you believe, you have faith. Okay? The scriptures say, be not a hearer only, but a doer. What does a doer do? You move in action. You rehearse the righteous acts. You be obedient to the men of the Lord. Because we are those messengers, man. We were set up as it were appointed unto death in the last days, man. To be a spectacle unto angels and men. Alright? It says, because the foolishness of the Most High is wiser than men, and the weakness of Yahweh is stronger than men. For ye see your calling, brethren. Right? You see your calling. Because Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, he calls you by the way of the mouth of the prophet. He ain't going to be calling you out of heaven. You're going to hear this voice. You know? He's doing it right now. But a lot of you people, y'all despise it. That's why the Lord said, enter ye in at the straight gate. Okay? And that many go in the broad and wide gate, which leadeth unto destruction. So a lot of people are going to perish because they despise the word, man. All right? They don't have the fear of the Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. This is Proverbs 1 and 20. Wisdom crieth without, she uttereth her voice in the streets. See? So wisdom crieth in the streets, man. All right? It's not just in some location and everybody's hearing his voice coming out of nowhere. No, man. It's this is how it's done. By a man in the flesh, and he's preaching the word of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. You know? Warning you, sounding the trumpet, telling you to get in order, man. Telling you that we're in the last days. Telling you that these days are evil, man. This world is evil. It's corrupt. It's defiled. The men, women, children waxing worse and worse, deceiving, being deceived. You know, there's all kinds of things going on in the earth, man. Go on internet, countless of stuff going on throughout the whole world, man. You know, that's the beautiful thing of the internet. It shows you what's going on everywhere. Murder everywhere, man. There's killings everywhere. Pestilence, earthquakes. You know, the fires that were going on in California, everywhere, man. The earthquake that hit Alaska. All these things are going on everywhere, man. You know? It says, for ye see your calling, brethren, how that not many wise men after the flesh, not many mighty, nor many noble are called. But Yahweh had chosen the foolish things of the world to confound the wise. And Yahweh had chosen the weak things of the world to confound the things which are mighty. And base things of the world are things, and base things of the world and things which are despised hath Yahweh chosen. Yea, and things which are not, to bring to naught things that are. Right. Said no certain men that you wouldn't think that would be endowed with the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, man. We're the ones that are confounding you people, man. Bringing you down to a low state, bringing your pride down. Slowly but surely it's happening, man. You know? So he uses the things that people wouldn't think, you know, who is he, you know? Because we're out here preaching, telling you of the coming destruction, you know? He uses people that, like I say, you wouldn't think that the Most High would be dealing with. This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 1, or chapter 5, verse 1. It says, then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him, and make no account of his labors. When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear, and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all that they look for. And they repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit shall say within themselves, this was he whom we had sometimes in derision and a proverb of reproach. We fools accounted his life madness, and his end to be without honor. And that's how they think of us, man. Because we're out here with the authority of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. Preaching the word the right way. We ain't putting out no lies. You know, we're telling you to cast away that white Jesus image. Cast away all these holidays here in America. Christmas is satanic. All right? Has nothing to do with the Bible. Okay? We're telling you to cast away these strongholds, man. You know? To get right with Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. All right? But that's what they be thinking, man. They be thinking that, you know, we don't know what we're talking about. We don't have the truth. You know, but that's fine because only the elect are going to really cleave onto it. They're going to believe it. You know? They're going to believe this word. This is what matters. It has nothing to do with me. It has nothing to do with how I bring it out. It's about the word. When the word comes out and that listener hears it and it resonates with him and it hits him, that's how he's going to be grafted in, man. That's how he's going to come into the fold. Okay? You people like to admire people. You like to look at the outer appearance or how eloquent the person sounds. Okay? Or what you know of that person, what he's accomplished in his life. You know, the Most High deals the way He deals, so you can see the power, man. The power of what? His word. When it's being pushed out, man. All right. This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 1. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2, verse 10. Let us oppress the poor righteous man, you see? So it said, let us oppress the poor righteous man. Because the Most High did what? It said, 1 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 28. And base things of the world and things which are despised hath Yahweh chosen. Yea, and things which are not, to bring to naught things that are. Okay? So going back to Wisdom of Solomon 2 and 10. Let us oppress the poor righteous man. Let us not spare the widow, nor reverence the ancient gray hairs of the aged. All right? And there's a law that you're not supposed to oppress the hoary head, man. You know? It says, let our strength be the law of justice, for that which is feeble is found to be nothing worth. You see that? But the Most High, because the scriptures say the poor are rich in faith. They believe in me. That's what Yahweh is saying to the people. Yeah, they may look all messed up. We may look all messed up, poor, you know, hurting, sick, whatever. But Yahweh is dealing with those men, man. He's dealing with us. You know? But this is what their mentality, y'all, the 2/3, man. That's why they're going to be casting that lake of fire. Let our strength be the law of justice, for that which is feeble is found to be nothing worth. You see? That's why in the Georgia Guidestones, they said, basically they want to, you know, according to those Guidestones, bring the population down to what was, I think it was 500 million, right? And basically saying that, you know, anything that is of a hindrance or that is not an asset to the growth of their New World Order, they're going to delete, man. They're going to get rid of. Handicapped, elderly, anybody that is sick, you know, they're going to get rid of you, man. You know, especially the men of the Lord that are contrary to their New World Order, man. You know? It says, therefore let us wait, Salakia, therefore let us lie in wait for the righteous, because he is not for our turn, and he is clean contrary to our doings. He upbraideth us with our offending the law, and objected to our infamy, the transgressings of our education. You see? And that's what we do. And they hate that. That's why they don't like to come around. That's why they don't like doing that. But that's fine, because that's that wide gate. That's that wide gate, man. That small, that the scriptures say many are called, but few are chosen. You go into that word few, it goes to the word, it goes back to being small. A small number. Remnant. Same thing. A small number. Okay? A small group of people that are going to escape destruction.